Hi, it's E. Christopher Clark. Monday was a mess. Part of that is due to the fact that I speak so slowly. No, part of that is due to the fact that I didn't sleep very well after my Sunday night performance with New Hampshire Sketch, which was featured in the previous video. Part of it was just that I had a lot of, well, really just one self-induced rule deadline that I was breaking, not making, and that has continued on to now, Tuesday morning. I'm recording the video for Monday on Tuesday morning. Not like that's never happened. I set up this rule for myself, and rules plural. At the beginning of the year, I said I was going to publish 3 books this year, and realized over the weekend that just wasn't going to happen. I'm so far behind on the second book and I haven't even really started on the third book. I got to just push the third book off indefinitely and push the second book back a few months. So that's fine. I mean, it's mostly a self-induced thing, and I went through the stages of grief over it and over the past week in terms of deciding to make that change. And by the time I decided, yep, I'm only going to do 2 books this year, I was fine. But I've had another sort of self-imposed deadline that I'm about to break, and that consumed a lot of my Monday in terms of my spare thoughts. Every month I've been putting out a short story. In theory, that's what my patrons on Patreon are paying for. That's their primary reward, is that they are supporting the short stories that I put out. Now, the thing is that my patrons on Patreon would probably support me no matter what I did. They're wonderful people. They're giving to help support my writing. Well, you'd have to ask them exactly why, but the feeling I get is that they're giving to support me in my writing career very broadly, and that as long as they know that I'm writing, they're fine. But me, I said to them and therefore to myself, I'm going to put out a story every month. And these last couple months, it's been really, really rough. Last month, I managed a brief, humorous story. But this month, I've had big struggles with the story I've been working on, and it's nowhere near done even now on Tuesday morning. And so Tuesday, the last Tuesday of every month, is when I've been putting the story out. Why Tuesday? Why the last Tuesday? Well, Tuesday is when new books come out. Why the last Tuesday? I don't know. Because I needed till the last Tuesday, the month that I decided. But I don't know how to get it done. And so Monday, I was really bummed out with myself. During the workday, which was very busy, I was able to forget about it. But by the time I was driving home and got home, that combination of exhaustion from not getting enough sleep the night before and of panic about how I was going to make this deadline that I set for myself, that all set in. I'm really bad with setting rules for myself and then not wanting to break them, just in general. For instance, right now, sitting next to me on the passenger seat is a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich on a croissant. Just a few days ago, in an effort to try to, kind of get better at eating and not overeating and eating the right stuff. I said to myself, one of the rules I set for myself is no eating in the car. And the thing is that I've tried to set this rule before, and I usually am able to live by it for a little bit, but I just, it's in my DNA to get road snacks and whatever. And this morning, I slept, my alarm went off and I slept late, so I didn't have time for breakfast. I needed to get out the door. And so what was I going to do? I was either going to not eat at all, because I have nothing to eat at the office. I was going to be even later by having breakfast before I left, which being late is one of those things that I hate above all. Or I was going to eat in the car. So, but I'm mad at myself for having had to fall into that again. I don't know. I'm a very fucked up person. I don't know if I think the class on how to be a sensible human being, whenever that was, middle school, high school, elementary school, I missed that class. I didn't take it. And so now I'm me.